Hi, I'm Dylan Thuris, the co-founder of the Atlas Obscura. On March 20th, 2010, we planned Obscura Day, an international event in which people all around the world went to the unusual, wondrous, and curious places around them. This is my attempt to tell the story of what happened that day. It all started in Australia with folks driving out to the Nuna's glowworm tunnel to see the bioluminescent insects. Meanwhile, in New Zealand, people went to see the Beverly Clock, one of the longest running science experiments in the world. In Rome, Obscura Day went underneath the Circus Maximus to explore the temple of the ancient god Mithra. In Belgium, a bus of people drove out to the Tower of Ebenezer, a castle built by one man. In France, Obscura Day was off to the Musée Fragonard to see the articulated skeletons and flayed figures of Dr. Fragonard. Meanwhile, in London, people took a tour of the River Fleet, the city's largest underwater river. As this was happening, the first events of the day were beginning across the Atlantic. In Brooklyn, nearly 200 people climbed down a manhole into an underground tunnel, New York's first subway. Look, it's Atlas Obscura co-founder Josh Foer.
So we'll see. It's a little scary down here.
During all this, I was in Long Island at the Vanderbilt Museum, showing folks the world's largest fish taxidermy. In DC, folks accompanied Atlas team member Seth to the National Museum of Health and Medicine to hold real plastinated hearts. While in Philadelphia, Obscura Day groups toured the back rooms of the Muir Museum. Speaking of Philadelphia, later in the day, groups got to climb into the off-limits guard tower of the Eastern State Penitentiary, a 170-year-old prison. Our developer Adam headed out to Pennsylvania to ring some rocks. Folks in Portland, Maine got a tour of a cryptozoology museum, while down in Tennessee, people headed out to the world's largest tree house. In Illinois, they went to the Gold Pyramid House, and in Detroit, they toured the amazing Heidelberg Project. On the West Coast, things were just getting started, as groups went to tour the Reed Research Reactor, the world's only undergraduate-run nuclear reactor. Up north, they got to see the dark side of Canada with the Vancouver Police Museum. South of LA, a couple hundred people drove out to California City, an abandoned suburban grid, to do whatever the heck they pleased. And in LA, everyone piled in a bus with our writers Annie and Trevor and visited some of the city's most curious places. Finally, in San Francisco, Obscura Day goers went to the Musée Mécanique to play 100-year-old arcade games with Atlas team members Annetta and Trey. And nearly 35 hours after it began, San Franciscans wrapped up Obscura Day at the Long Now Foundation, sipping drinks and seeing how a clock set for 10,000 years just might work. At over 80 events in 20 countries, thousands of people showed up to explore the wondrous places around them.
We're here at Obscura Day. We're about to go underground.
In short, because of you, it was awesome.
Happy Obscura Day from the Reed Reactor.
Happy Obscura Day.
We're at the Pyramid for
Here's the
Obscura
Vanderbilt
Day.
Museum in Long Island, and this is Obscura Day! So that was Obscura Day 2010. But naturally, I have a secret mission. We're already working on Obscura Day 2011, and we want your help. If you have any ideas for places, want to help put together an event, or just want to give us a piece of your mind, write to us at info@atlasobscura.com. And I'll see you in 2011.
Sarah from Atlas Obscura here. Stay tuned for more details.